ringside, USA Wrestling here in Nashville, Tennessee. Buff Daddy Bagwell and Grandmaster Sexay Brian Christopher to square off in single competition, and Buff Daddy has already made lots of friends here at the Mecca, Jim.
Well, yeah, you know, he came out here, and I think he had a good valid point that Nashville smells like ass. And that's basically what he said. I would agree with it. And he sprayed some cologne, some deodorant, some aftershave, and even sprayed the referee's hands before he searched him for illegal objects. So I think Bagwell already has tried to improve the city of Nashville somewhat.
You think it improves Nashville to bring that Porky Pig wannabe Ronnie P. Gossett to the ringside area?
Ronnie P. Gossett's a legend in this business. I asked him earlier. As a matter of fact, he has a good short trip wrestling territory for sale if you'd like to get in on that, Scott.
Pass. Pass on. Will he take a check?
Oh, he'll take anything. He'll take everything, as a matter of fact.
Over the top goes Buff Daddy. And Grandmaster takes Buff Daddy to the arena floor. Ronnie P. Gossett, for some reason, will administer CPR.
Oh, wait a minute. The entire front row is getting a whiff of Ronnie Gossett's bodily aroma there.
Hang on, yeah.
Holy mackerel, and Bagwell he's laid out colder than a banker's heart. Gossett is wheelbarrowing Bagwell back around the ringside.
I beg your pardon.
Wheelbarrowing. You know, he's pulling him along like,
I know.
That way he can revive him with a little mouth-to-mouth recuperation.
Lay right where it is.
A little mouth-to-mouth recuperation would give Bagwell the charge that he needs to complete this match.
I bet. You're going to charge him up, you got to plug him in, I guess.
Well, there you go. Ronnie's the man to do the plugging, I'll tell you that. He's a great motivator of talent.
Yes, he is.
Always behind a man, moving him forward.
Okay.
Always pushing him. Always going for the top, the peak. Ronnie Gossett, I look up to Ronnie Gossett. I'm telling you, I joined his fan club when I was a small boy.
You and everybody else.
Of course, when I was a big boy, I had to get out of it because the age limit was 14. But nevertheless.
Correct. You want to move on to page 2 of those?
Just going for it. I'm narrow casting here, ladies and gentlemen, and right now, Christopher and Bagwell attempting to psych each other out, playing mind games.
Both men about equal when it comes to experience in this great sport. Buff Bagwell with a good bit of a weight advantage, but Brian Christopher, you got to give him the intangible.
Oh, wait a minute, Whoa! Well, he flexed the wrong muscle.
That's an intangible.
He flexed his biceps and his love muscle got the punishment.
Yahoo is who? Is what?
You know Russell, the love muscle?
Uh-oh, look at Bagwell reversing on Brian, doubling him up in the corner. And Grandmaster sent across the ring to the turnbuckle. Buff Daddy charges in, nobody home. Brian Christopher rolls him up, hands on.
No!
Whoa!
Oh my God! We're eating at Denny's because the moon's over my hammy. I don't think Bagwell realizes that his best days are behind him.
Oh, no! Good night, nurse.
Well, we can go ahead and say anything we want to for the next couple of seconds, Scott, because I don't think that'll air.
It is not raining inside. That is Ronnie Gossett drool at the ringside area.
Gossett is a fine judge of talented men, of talented wrestlers.
And
he has picked Bagwell because he knows Bagwell can deliver the goods.
I've heard that too.
And that's what he's going to try to do in this match by defeating Brian Christopher.
Brian Christopher and Buff Bagwell certainly giving the people their money's worth, and I think Buff Bagwell may be stepping in high cotton in this one, if you know what I'm saying.
No, actually, I don't really know what you're saying because that analogy doesn't really fit the subject. However...
Did you see how he was walking across the ring?
Well, I tried not to look, but wait a minute. Oh, Brian Christopher just poured water on poor old Ronnie P. Gossett.
Well, it's about time. He hasn't had a bath since the Ford administration.
Ronnie's blind. He can't see with all that water in his eyes.
Was it water or beer?
I don't know, but Ronnie's a legend in this profession. He shouldn't be treated that way.
Uh-oh.
To have a man come up and spray that stuff right in Ronnie's eyes is just too much.
Yeah, don't go for the eyes.
Poor fella. Brian Christopher, you know, he's a little smart, Alex, what he is. He's got that Lawler streak in him.
Uh-oh. And I think Bagwell's about to have a streak of something else in his shorts.
Watch out, cover up Russell.
No! How'd he do?
A headbutt right to Russell.
And Buff Daddy Bagwell having it handed to him, as it were, by Brian Christopher. Uh-oh, hang on.
Wait, Christopher.
Oh!
Oh, but wait a minute, Ronnie Gossett had that deodorant, that aerosol spray deodorant. I think it was Right Guard Sport Extra Dry Powder Fresh, and he just sprayed it in Christopher's eyes.
He certainly did, and Brian Christopher, Grandmaster 6A, blinded not temporarily at the ringside area. He is grasping, and only by instinct has he found his way back to the ring apron. He still can't see, and Bagwell will take advantage.
Brian Christopher sprayed with that deodorant. Glad it wasn't odor eaters, he would have disappeared.
First time he's had deodorant in his hand in 14 years and sprays somebody else with it.
Well, it's hard for him to get all the surfaces and mud flaps and things that he has. Now Bagwell trying to explain to the referee what was going on. Brian Christopher is down.
Brian Christopher sprayed directly in the eyes with that deodorant by Ronnie Gossett. Meanwhile, Buff Bagwell, what is Bagwell doing?
Well, he's untying a knot in a bandana, it looks like to me.
What possible good is that going to do?
Well, I don't know. Maybe he... that's what good it's going to do.
Now choking the life out of Grandmaster 6A. Meanwhile, Gossett has the referee distracted.
Well, now Bagwell's got it in his pants.
What's that?
I said Bagwell's got the handkerchief or bandana in his pants. What do you think I'm saying?
Well, I have no idea.
You disgusting individual, you sick human being, you boil on the backside of wrestling. For heaven's sake, trying to...
Hang on, Bagwell hooks the leg and only got a 2 count that time on Brian Christopher.
I don't like being insinuated. Bagwell's hot at the referee, he should have counted.
Wait a minute, Bagwell and the referee having a go at it, and Bagwell better know better than to talk or push the referee. That's $5,000 right there.
Well, you can buy the referee for $5 grand?
No, it's a fine. Oh, wait a minute.
To say these referees got more expensive lately.
Gossett just tattooed Brian Christopher with that aerosol can.
Bagwell is in firm control here. And it looks to me like Brian Christopher is groveling at the feet of the Buffster.
Oh! Now Bagwell with a right hand. Make it 2, drops Grandmaster in the center of the ring.
Christopher, he's weebling and wobbling, walking recklessly, attempted to fall, and he did.
Bagwell, side press, hooks the far leg. Only got a 2 count on Brian Christopher. And Buff Daddy Bagwell, ego getting in the way of what looked to have been a surefire victory there, and those don't come easy against Brian Christopher, make no mistake about it.
Bagwell sent Christopher into the buckle there. Christopher still trying to uncross his eyes. He has had a variety of punishment provided for him, courtesy of Buff, who is the stuff, by the way, so I've heard.
If you believe him, now just choking the life out of Brian Christopher is Buff Bagwell.
Well, that's it.
That's what he says. Bagwell.
He usually means what he says, Scott.
Since when?
Since I said so.
Only if his mother calls in first.
Now, Judy's a wonderful woman. Oh, Bagwell, at the last second, Christopher managed to raise those feet. Boy, he just ate both of Brian Christopher's boots.
From the soles up, and Buff Bagwell all but out. Ronnie Gossett trying to charge on Bagwell, but Bagwell really got tattooed by Brian Christopher.
Well, now Christopher trying to struggle back to his feet. Ronnie Gossett exhorting his man Bagwell on. Oh, wait a minute, swing the block.
Blocked it again, and Brian Christopher with right hands for Buff Bagwell.
Oh,
tattooing Buff Daddy. Backs him in, shoots Bagwell across. Buff Bagwell cut him off. Whoa, Enziguri into the back of the head. Nailed Buff, and watch the Grandmaster. Nailed him with a clothesline.
Christopher's got his second win. Bagwell got to try to stop this guy because you can't let Christopher go too far.
Running Bulldog drove Buff Bagwell directly face first right into the canvas. Brian Christopher follows through, pulls Buff back to a vertical base, backs him into the corner. Sets him for the Bulldog.
Oh! Bagwell tried to slip out, but he couldn't get it all out of the way.
Watch
Two.
Gossett
Oh, wait a
from
minute,
the
Gossett.
outside.
Well, Ronnie Gossett was trying to show the referee that Bagwell had slipped out of that cover, and suddenly, blah, blah, blah.
Wait a minute.
It wasn't Ronnie's fault, is what I'm trying to say.
Ronnie Gossett being manhandled by Brian Christopher.
Well, he's trying to pull Ronnie into the ring, but the best he's doing is pulling his shirt off.
Oh, please don't.
And my God, no.
Speaking on behalf of all sighted Americans.
Cover the children's eyes. I saw Ronnie Gossett naked one time. I canceled my check to prevent blindness.
Into the ropes. DDT from Brian Christopher.
This match still anybody's ball game, Scott.
That may have been everything Brian had left. Bagwell back to his knees.
Whoa, oh no!
Basement drop kick.
He attacked Ronnie P.
I think he hit him in one of his chins.
Well, now, Christopher better keep his mind on Bagwell because he's got all he can say grace over in the ring.
Now look at Christopher. Oh, he's still concentrating on Gossett. Christopher. Oh, man. Stiff kick right in the gut.
Ronnie's going to roll all the way to Gallatin.
I think Christopher lost his shoe. No, there it is. Well, it got stuck in some of the fat. Shoot, no, reversal by Bagwell. Christopher off the second rope. Nobody. Oh, my God.
He nailed a referee right in between the groin and the taint.
I think we're somewhere between Murfreesboro and Jefferson.
Now Bagwell.
The referee, Kurt Herron, just got deep sixed by Brian Christopher.
There's been a rash of that lately.
Bagwell plants Christopher high atop the ring. On the top turnbuckle, Bagwell follows him up. The referee, Kurt Herron, is out.
Well, Bagwell's got the opportunity to put Christopher away. Wait a minute, Brian Christopher firing back with those right hands. Bagwell flew through the air, landed hard on the canvas.
Uh-oh. Watch Brian putting on the go goggles. It might be time for the master to fly. Nailed him.
The referee is reviving.
Kurt Herron back up. One. Oh, come on,
well, he got one. What is this, a mini-series to be continued? Just count.
The referee got tattooed earlier on. That's all he had. That's all he had in him was one count.
I don't care what kind of tattoo he's got. The point is, he can still get up. Wait a minute, that's spray.
Bagwell.
Whoa.
The aerosol can, the deodorant, didn't connect. Wait a minute. Brian's got it. Brian Christopher. Oh, boy.
Boy, I tell you what. He hit him with that right guard. 3, that's it.
Strong enough for a man, but made for a Bagwell. Brian Christopher with an aerosol can shot to the temple. Grandmaster Sexay has defeated Buff Daddy in Nashville.